Good morning everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just coming at you with a CHILIZ video, okay, a CHILIZ update today. Just once again, I want to thank everybody that's part of the CoinsKid community there in the Telegram group. Lots of converse and lots of great help, you know, in technical analysis, not just from myself, but from other people in the group as well, posting their ideas and content. Thank you very much for that. We do need to sort something out, as you know, is in regards to organising it, so we can have sort of sections. So definitely look into that. That's on the cards, you know, work in progress. But so far so good. It's really good that we're building this community, and again, I appreciate all of your support across the channel there, and your continued likes and shares of the video. And if you're not a subscriber to CHILIZ, if you're not a subscriber to the channel, please do subscribe. We do daily updates on CHILIZ and many other projects, as you can see across the board. And you know, we tell you the truth, we keep you updated, and we will tell you where the trades are. We'll show you how to make money trading this thing, as well as, you know, buying it and going to the beach and stuff like that. You know, you can make money in these little intra trades, as we've shown you here. Okay, so we're just going to dive into CHILIZ right now. You can see that we traded this short option, okay, and this was a beautiful trade. Okay, when it broke this support of this, you can't really see it, it looks a bit congested, but on the hourly time frame there, if we jump to the hourly time frame, you'll see it better. Okay, so we had that head and shoulders correction there. Okay, so it goes up, the left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder, and it broke down. We had our targets, and the targets was met, and that was a very, very profitable trade. You know, to go short, you know, you have your stop loss, and it was all the way down there, and you know, you had your take profit, sorry, and you obviously have a stop loss back above that. You know, you will learn that in the channel. So that was a really good trade, and to anyone that took that on, I congratulate you. But what we're looking at right now, okay, is a potential another trade, because, you know, whilst this is just doing this, going sideways and bouncing off support, okay, you can trade it. You can trade these patterns, okay, as they occur. You can trade them and make money in the short time. Okay, you know, I'm still mega bullish. I'm going to show you why I'm still mega bullish on CHILIZ. You know, the fact that it's holding support, the fact that it's bouncing off support, it's holding it really, really well, okay? I'm just going to show you the support lines right now. So on the 4-hourly time frame here, I'm going to show you support lines, and then I'm going to show you another trade that I'm looking at, okay, for CHILIZ in the short term. So basically, at the moment, it looks bad, okay, but the pattern that's in play is always the play until invalidated, okay? I can't emphasize that to you enough. You know, people see it doing this and going down and correcting. That, you know, it's not going down there unless it does this thing as confirmation, and that is breaking and closing underneath this support line, okay, of the pattern that is in play. So again, you know, I've got to emphasize to you that the pattern is in play. You're always targeting the pattern that's in play, okay? So at the moment, the bias is towards more upside, because we've broken out of this descending triangle, okay? We've back tested it as support, and now we're marching on. We're retesting this support level of the baseline, okay, of this triangle, which is the baseline of this entire move, okay? You start to fall under that and you've lost support, then the downside and the bearish scenario comes into play. I see a lot of people saying, oh, it's going down to zero and stuff like that. You know, I assure you, okay, it's not in its current time frame, and not in the current way it's painting this chart, and that's why my thumbnail is still bullish, okay? And I will keep you updated honestly as I see it, okay? The only negative thing that we've got at the moment, obviously, is, you know, we do seem to be breaking down, okay, but it is this bearish cross, right? This bearish cross just here is not very good, because you see, in the last time we got the bearish cross on the 4-hourly time frame, we depreciated, you know, on the grand scheme of things. We did depreciate, you know, quite a bit there, you know, down to that level there. We had that wick down, which was a 16% correction for CHILIZ. We had that depreciation there. So, you know, as we painted that bearish cross just there, you know, if we had a 16% correction, you will be looking at us closing under this support line. So we do need the bulls to step in now and save this play, because that is the only anomaly that I'm seeing that could potentially push us down, okay? Because other than that, I'm seeing more upside. So that's the only one anomaly at the moment that I'm seeing, against many other factors pointing towards more upside, and I will show you that now, okay? So what we've got here is a trend, okay? We've got this higher lows going on here, okay? So you can see, well, I'm going to put that on the body, okay? I'm going to put that on the wick like that, okay? Put on the wick on the 4-hourly. So you've got the wicks down, okay? Right, so that's a level of support in itself, okay? Moving up, right, making higher lows. Okay, so that's confirmation of basically a bottom just there. You're looking at a bottom just there. Okay, and also what you've got on the actual body of the candle, you've still got higher lows where the body's closing as well. Look, you see that you're still closing higher and making higher lows. So that in itself is confluence that this is some sort of bottom and reversal pattern in the correction within the descending triangle, and now you're marching on. You've broken out and you are marching on, but you are back testing this support to come down to retest some kind of level, which potentially is the daily EMA on the 20 daily EMA. Okay, look, there it is, boom, straight on it. Okay, you straight on it, you wick down to it, you've got that level of support, and you're marching on. Okay, look on the daily here, you're marching on. You're in an uptrend. You've basically come down, corrected, hit a bottom, you've gone up, you've come back down, you've made a higher low, and you're marching on. I can't express to people how good that is. That's why I'm still really bullish on CHILIZ. Okay, I know that this looks bad. You've had this big correction, but it needed it. It needed this cool down, this sort of reconsolidation. Come down, just test these levels. Okay, you are in a bull market. You are in a massive super uptrend for CHILIZ. Okay, which is a multi-billion-dollar market cap and is a fantastic project. Okay, so I can't express to you enough that this bearish scenario is losing its probability. Okay, this actual breakdown to this level here is losing its probability as this starts creating these sort of patterns moving forward. Okay, you've always got to think about the downside, and that's why we do have these targets in the channel. We will keep you updated and we will be real with you and we'll be transparent, but so far that's why my thumbnail is we're bullish, because we are. Look, we're bullish. Support, marching on, higher lows. Okay, so what you need to do here, I'm going to zoom on the hour because we've got a potential play here for CHILIZ. Okay, again, the only anomaly, the thing that I'm not happy about and I want to see is get bought up immediately, is the bearish cross on the 4 hourly. Okay, obviously full transparency at all times. I don't like the look of that bearish cross just there. Okay, that's a bearish cross on the EMAs. I don't like that because usually you don't really see a reversal as such on a bearish cross with immediate effect, but it is a very strong uptrend. We are making high lows. We've got this level of support, okay, off this wick, and the body of the closes of the candle are above as well, so low, high, low, and it's a continuation trend from this bottom. It's effectively a VW bottom. Okay, so without doing all that, I'm going to show you a trade on the hourly time frame here, okay, that I've spotted is potentially forming. I did put this in the group, okay, and I will obviously keep everyone updated in the group as much as I can. So you can see what happened here, right? We've got this head and shoulders pattern which occurred where we went up from the left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder, you ran out of steam. So what happens is you break down and you have your target, and your target is obviously, as you know, from there to there, and that gives you your target. That's your breakdown. You can see that we actually met that to a T. We wick down and we've come back up. We're being supported. At the moment, you can see we are in this bit of a downtrend. We are hitting ahead on the EMAs here. So again, that's not good. Okay, we are on the hourly time frame, by the way. Remember that. So this particular trade right here that is coming up could be the release that we're looking for. Okay, and that momentum to take us back up. So what I'm going to do, zoom out a little bit so you can see this. We've effectively got the reverse of this. It's called an inverse head and shoulders. Okay, it's not pretty. I know that. I know it's not pretty, but it is a pattern that is forming. Okay, on the hourly time frame here. Okay, and this is an inverse head and shoulders pattern. It's not as pretty as that, but it is the same as that. Okay, because you had this move here. Okay, it's really hard to envision, but I will reverse it for you in a moment and make it easier to see. So you've come down, you've broke down. Okay, you've broke down, you've created a low. Okay, then you've came down and you've made another low which was lower. Okay, and as you're going up, you're making high lows. So effectively, it's an inverse head and shoulders. You that the selling pressure is running out of steam. So the way this is valid, okay, because like I said to you, all patterns are valid until invalidated. The only way that this pattern now will be invalidated is if we start to make a lower low, okay, than this. So we need to not go lower than that, which is that level there. So I'm going to drop that in for you so you can see. Okay, that particular level there is currently 45 cents. Okay, we drop any lower than that, you're making a lower low. You're invalidating this inverse head and shoulders pattern, and then you are closing below the support line of a descending triangle. Then the bigger correction comes into play, which is down there. So we will keep you informed of that in the channel, because that is a fantastic short opportunity there. Okay, but at the moment you've got a lovely little play here, a lovely little inverse head and shoulders pattern that's formed on the hourly time frame there, and and we can trade this. Okay, but when you're going to trade it, please do wait for confirmation. You will get a lot of people that jump in here, they're already seeing this pattern, okay, and they're taking a risk. Entirely up to you, because you could take that risk, okay, and set a stop loss. Always set a stop loss. So if it was to go the other way, then you've lost a small amount for a greater risk return. So I'm going to give you the target off this inverse head and shoulders, okay. So what we've got is this neckline here, which is acting as a resistance line of the head and shoulders. Then you've got that where it broke down and created its peak, and that is your target wherever you break out, okay, which would be along this line, obviously. So if you start to creep back up for CHILIZ, okay, break through these EMAs, start to come back up, you'd see a level of resistance there, and then you would see us push through back to the support. That would be where you get the confirmation to go long, okay. You'd open a leverage long, a 5x long on CHILIZ, and you're potentially looking at a lovely trade there. Set your stop at take profit, okay, of like 17% for CHILIZ, and that would see us pump up, okay, back up and get us up to 61 cents, which would in turn push us through those Fibonacci levels. I've took those Fibonacci retracement levels off at the moment because it was a bit cluttering. I'm trying to express this pattern that's at play here to you. So effectively what you're looking at, we need the reversal. We don't need to make the lower low, okay. We need it to bounce. So you can see it's already bounced. To be honest with you, in my opinion, it's already bounced. To be fair, we look healthy. I'm not going to lie to you. I'll always tell you the truth. If I think we don't look healthy, I'll tell you. But the one thing, the anomaly that I'm seeing is this bearish cross. Okay, I don't like that. I don't like that because in the channel we do target these, and this is the hourly. Let me switch to the 4 hourly. I'm looking at that and thinking, wow, that's some momentum right there. That's pushing us right down. That is. So I'll make it a bit prettier for you so you can understand. So yeah, like I said to you, we got this bearish cross here, but you know what, looking at that, right, I'm going to show you something now. Looking at that, we formed a bullish cross just there, and we got the reversal. Quite immediate effect actually. So that could happen. We could start to see this come down a little bit more, this trend, start to reverse, come back up and form that curl there, and then see us get back through the MAs. And that power that we get there when we form this, because you're potentially looking at this, okay. This is, I've not got a crystal ball, but you sort of look at things and you can sort of see where they're going. You're going to get a reversal here, okay, because you've made this low. You're finding some sort of support here. You're down a little bit lower, perhaps, but get some kind of reversal and start to pump up. And what happens is these EMAs will start to go like this, okay, and then you'll see the bullish cross just there, right at the point where we need it to give us a power to push us through that resistance of this neckline, of this inverse head and shoulders, right, and then push us up to that level there at 61 cents, which will take us through those Fibonacci levels, smash us through resistance, and keep us marching on to that full retracement of this high. And that's potentially what we're looking at here for CHILIZ. So I hope I've explained myself well enough to you, okay, and I hope you understand that. That is the play that I'm seeing at the moment, and that is a whopping trade, okay. If you was confident of that going off, you could potentially go long here, right, and look at you'd be looking at a 23% leverage long trade, 5x for CHILIZ token. And obviously, if set a stop loss if you're happy with that. Personally, what I would do, and I always tell this to people, wait for the confirmation. So we're going to go back up, okay. We're going to hit our head on this resistance, break through that resistance, and as that creeps along, as the price creeps along, this changes, okay. This changes obviously slightly, you can see that, but it does change. So you are looking at roughly around about that level, okay. Once you see CHILIZ going back up and breaking .52462, closing above on the hourly time frame, okay, on the 4 hourly time frame, sorry, you're golden for that. You're golden, because then that inverse head and shoulders is in play, and this whole pattern is still in play. Like I said to you, patterns are in play until invalidated. And again, just to clarify, this pattern would be invalidated if you break that lower low, Okay, so if you lose the support of 0.45, this whole pattern would be invalidated, but it would also equally be invalidated by losing the 0.47. So that's what we do in the channel. Yeah, we keep you up to date, we keep you informed, we show you how to make money in these intra trades. Okay, and obviously we give you the long-term targets and the breakdown targets. We don't lie to you. But at the moment, just remember, always get it in your head. Okay, remember, the pattern that's in play is in play until invalidated. Okay, and at the moment this inverse head and shoulders is in play and the descending triangle is in play until you start losing these levels of support to invalidate those patterns. Okay, and you can see, just to clarify once again, on the daily time frame we are bullish because we're super bullish, and we've just come down, and all we're doing is we're getting supported off the 20 EMA there, which I did say would happen earlier on down here when I made the video. I said the 20 EMA was down there. If you want to refer back to that video, I said you're potentially looking at a coming down, a level of consolidation, get the EMA back up to it, a retest off the EMA, and then march on, and that's exactly what's happening. That's why I'm still mega bullish on CHILIZ until, you know, we see us break these levels of support. So that's it for CHILIZ. I know it was a bit long, but I just wanted to, you know, emphasize things to you and get it through to you. Okay, so we get so many questions on CHILIZ in the group, and hopefully this has answered some of them. Again, just target these support levels. Okay, do take care. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.